What's up, y'all? Happy Monday. I am back with another one. I went live this morning. It was actually members only, so that's why I'm a little late with this one, y'all. But this is an impromptu live because I wasn't gonna go live again, but I did tell my members that I probably would. It just depend on what I had to do or whatever. So this won't be a long live. Like I said, I did go live earlier, members only. You definitely have to get a membership to watch that exclusive content. We had a really good members live. We talked about a lot of stuff. Shout out to everybody that is in here that then pulled up in the chat for this impromptu live. Let me see who we got in the building. All right, let's see. What's up, Gemini Rising? Hey, Miss Lolita. What's up, Terry, bro? It don't matter. Black Panther is in the building. Chandrika, Steph's puffing stuff. We got Honey Williams. We got Cancer 66. Hold up, let me go. Y'all come in so doggone fast, child. Thank you, Cancer 66, for the super sticker. I appreciate your support, my girl. Hey, Trina B. What's up, Trace? Queen Rona. My girl T is in the building. My sis Raw Truth and Uncut is in the building. Miss Shalene. Miss Sheeta to you. Michaela. Beyond Compare Creations. Christy Smith. Chocolate Season. We got my girl Kason. Miss Sherry Hughes. We got Miss Josephine. Hold on, y'all. I had a notification. My bad, y'all. Miss Lily, we got Christina Mills. You see me, not two lives in one day. Yes, ma'am. We got Miss Witty. We got Beautiful B, Yolanda Miranda. We got Miss Lenora, Michelle Spikes, Miss Diane Grant, Miss Marlene, Miss Janice Willie, Miss Angela Dickerson. We got Sweetly Favored, Miss Vicky Queen. Talk Sweet to Scorpio Goddess Latte. Miss Brenda Knighton. Shout out to all of y'all. I know it's gonna take a little minute. Well, not really, because y'all come in here so fast, y'all. Hey, Sunshine, and I will definitely shout y'all out as y'all come in. Miss Lisa Smith, Kimberly Merrills. We got Robin Lodge, Tokyo Blues, K Monet. Shout out to all of y'all. Y'all come in here so fast. Oh, and you change your pick, make us feel like you cheat. You see me? A little quick 1-2 on them. A little quick 1-2, because they think they know, baby, but they really don't. They really don't know me. They really don't know Pac, y'all. They really don't know me. Hey, Nita M. Hey, Audra. Shout out to all of y'all. Thank y'all for coming in so fast for this impromptu live. Please hit that like button on your way in or out. Also, if you'd like to donate to my channel monetarily, you can hit that Cash App. It's $Lupac1. My coffee people, y'all can definitely buy me a coffee. Grab that membership to support. It's a lot of exclusive content, but definitely hit that like button. It is free 99. And if you are a person that does not like to watch the ads, us as creators, we get paid through ad revenue. You can also support via super chat or super sticker. No amount goes unnoticed. Hey, Miss Ilka. Cat 66 says, I was listening to what I missed of your last live. I'll finish it up after this live. Thank you for that support, my girl. Gemini Rising say, yeah, that pic is very cutesy, very demure. Thank you. As y'all can see, the title of this live, like I said, y'all, I won't be on here long because it is late. And my fiance, we be in the bed early, baby. We some old people, okay? Not technically, we in our 30s, but we got old souls. But yeah, I'll probably give y'all about a little hour or so. Hey, Miss Deborah R. I did caption it. Who do you guys think will benefit more in court, LaTruth or Bree? So this is definitely a chat participation live because I've been, kind of watching other lives about the whole contempt situation, y'all. And I really want to get you guys' point of view just to see where y'all at with it, because I've been seeing a lot of the supporters kind of iffy with their feelings about everything that's been transpiring over the internet as far as, RH being more vocal now and popping his ish, shall I say, doing his little 1-2. So I just want to get you guys opinions, y'all perspectives, what y'all think gonna happen, and we'll go from there. Hey, Nevada. Hey, Miss Stephanie Landry, Ranita, Miss Deborah R. Gemini Rising says LaTruth hands down. Thank you, Black Panther. Love you, my girl. Queen Rona says LaTruth is going to benefit in court. I've seen it happen too much from experience. The judge can order for RH to be primary and Bree secondary of child custody because of how Bree is moving. Black Panther say Robert will be victorious. What else? What else? What else? Who else thinks that RH? And don't just say it, y'all, because you support him. Okay, let's try to keep it unbiased because y'all know which, of course, you support who you support, but let's try to keep it based on the facts because y'all know it's not too much of that going on in this saga, child. It's more so who they, because we all seen 2K's live earlier, right? I don't know who the lady was that called in, but 2K described it as very emotional. And we seen a lot of that throughout this saga. And I just feel like at, at what point do we start judging this based on what's right and what's wrong? You can clearly see that these people, they don't care. They don't want him to be in the right at all, even when he's in the right, child. Like my whole thing is at some point we got to put the child first, baby. At the end of the day, both of them are two grown people and nobody's considering the child being affected by the foolishness. And it's unfortunate. It's very much unfortunate. Hey, Miss Rebecca Cry. Hey, Kayla Lewis. I love you more. Hey, Miss Dee Dee. Meet Us says, I think you can go both ways. Miss Lily says the truth is doing too much when he really doesn't have to because her keeping his baby away is a big no-no. Latasha says, "Hey Lupac, same to you, my girl. Much love, right back at ya." Steph's Puffin Stuff says, "What from what I'm witnessing, I believe he will come out on top as well." Gemini Rising says, "I'm always unbiased." Okay, Robert is in the right period. Michelle says, "I'm going to need Robert to stop being petty before he gets in trouble." Hey, Miss Michelle Hodges. Hey, Miss Cynthia Craig. Cancer 66 says that man has really held his composure for these last 2 years. He has all rights to pop his ish. That I agree, but with stipulation, right? Now, we've all witnessed the foolery. We support him 100%, but we also don't want him to jeopardize his status. Y'all keep that in mind because that definitely has to be considered. He indeed has all right to pop his ish because he has been very quiet, y'all, but not to the point where it'll literally, and this is where it's unfortunate, right? It's unfortunate because both of their livelihoods are on social media. So that's where it kind of gets iffy and controversial. So everything they do on social media, especially when it's involving their custody situation, the divorce decree, whatever, whatever, it can definitely affect them and affect their livelihoods. So I definitely agree that, he should be allowed to pop his ish because rightfully so, everything he's been through, that's what people ignoring. The fact that it has been him that has been drugged for almost 2 years and counting. So, but we don't want him to do it to the point where it can affect him, you know, or it can mess up his livelihood, or it could become a situation where the judge say, "Hey, y'all can't get it together on social media. You know what? No platforms, because that is very much possible. Or neither or can post the child or anything about the child. Like it's definitely repercussions to the actions that are committed on social media, y'all. Micheline say LaTruth will benefit because Laonia has done too much, especially with the visitation. Beautiful B says 2K nailed it. She is definitely in contempt. I hope she loses custody. Every time it's his time for visitation, there's always an excuse. I agree. Michaela says she have told so many lies and RH have facts and evidence. Steph's Puffin Stuff says him and Miss Season about to raise that beautiful baby girl. Rebecca said it would really be better for Robert to get his daughter and Bree just to do the weekend. And you know what? And I think it would be beneficial to her, especially this is where you come together as parents and work out the situation for the betterment of the child. She has two babies on the way, so I think it would, but that's where you have to really get along. You got to put your differences aside and say, "Hey, look, I'm gonna need your help. Okay, I'm gonna need your help because for one, the first baby daddy is pretty much non-existent, even though they put on the front a facade like he's so active, but it's only so much you can do when you're in another state. So that's not no help, baby. That's not no help. I'm sorry. It's not like he's getting those kids every weekend or whatever, whatever, because he's not in the same state. So, if they were actually get it together, then it's very much possible that RH could keep her more based on, her having new babies or whatever, just to help her out also. But she's not considering that fact. And it's unfortunate. Hey, Real YouTube T. Hey, Sierra Boy. Real YouTube T says, hey, Pac and Chat, the courts are going to focus on the child. And if the custodial parent is capable of sharing the child, parental alienation is not taken lightly in Georgia. Baby, listen, parental alienation is not taken lightly nowhere. When I tell y'all, judges do not play about kids, they don't play about kids because they consider the fact that that child has to be spoken for, right? Somebody has to be looking out for the best interest of the child. If nobody is, especially if the parent's not, then who is? You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's a tough situation, but you got to consider that. Keep that in mind. The judge will definitely look out for the best interest of the child. And whoever they feel is not doing right by the child, keep that in mind, y'all. Whoever the judge feel is not doing their part and not doing right by the child will not benefit in court. It will be the other party. Let's see. Christina says, just throw the whole saga away. I'm so sick of it. Like this has consumed almost 2 years of our life. We can never get back. I'm backing off. Little by little, it's draining as AF at this point. It is very draining, y'all. It is very draining. Hey, Robin Buttercup. Miss Josephine said, I'm rooting for LaTruth, but who knows? K Monet says, LaTruth, even though they both may be in contempt, I just wish they both would come together and co-parent peacefully. And I agree with that. I agree. Like at some point, it has to be about the child. Put the adult differences aside. Even though we can see that RH is not the one that's causing the problems. We can see that. We can see that. And it's what's more bothersome is the fact that she's so lenient with the first baby daddy. She's so lenient with the first baby daddy, and he's not even in the same state. And then you got Janostrals, who those aren't even here, and she's chasing him literally. So it's like, why so much hostility and rage towards RH? And he's actually trying. It gives backwards. It gives bitterness. Like it's so unfortunate. Not everybody is awarded that type of baby daddy child where they actually want to be in the child's life or contribute to the upbringing of the child and the best interest of the child. Yes, y'all run them likes up for Pac. Hit that like button, baby. It's free 99. Rachu says, hey Robin Buttercup, hey K Brown. Rachu says, I believe he could win, but at this point he doing too much and should just continue to move in silence. He doing too much on the internet, and instead of posting on the internet, save it for the courts. Okay, so sis, when you say doing too much, what do you mean? Kind of break it down because it can seem like everything is being put into a bubble. Do you consider how he does his content him doing too much, or the fact that he just posted that police video? Because you know how people take stuff and run with it, right? So what do you consider as far as him doing too much? Let me know in the comments because I I'm kind of 50-50, y'all, with the cop video. Now I can't say he doing too much as far as his content because like I said, if you've been following him for years, then you know he has always spoken on baby daddy, baby mama drama, marriages and stuff like that. That's always been his consistent content. But as far as that police video, now I feel like because he's human at the end of the day, like we all know, he has dealt with a lot on social media, but I feel like him posting that was more so for the supporters to see that, because it's a lot that's coming from the other side, right? I feel like he's doing that as far as rebuttaling them, like okay, well they pushing the narrative that he's a deadbeat dad, and he's not trying, or he don't want to do this, or he don't want to do that, or he, whatever. A lot has been coming out from the other side. They have more access to um personal stuff that shouldn't be on the internet that's being put out there. So I feel like that's why he put out that police video to show, hey y'all, this is what's going on. I'm not lying. It's really being done like this for the ones that thinks otherwise. Now, was it a smart thing to do? I don't know, because as far as we know, they're not supposed to be posting certain things on the internet um per the judge. So hopefully it doesn't hurt him. That's the only thing I can say. I see why he posted it, but all we can do is hope for the best as far as when they go to court, because that too can be considered a contempt, because it's in reference to their custody agreement, y'all. So we gonna see. Honey says, I think RAs need to keep his custody business off the internet. Hey, Miss Ramona. Hey, Rebecca Belton. Robin says they are both in contempt. I just wish they would learn how to co-parent. I believe Robert will come out on top regarding the baby. Hey, Miss Charlene Hilbert. And this is what I said, y'all, because I kind of spoke on this in members only. I feel like both are in contempt as far as, what's being put out on the internet. But I think that the judge is going to take the visitation situation more seriously than all that outside, all that extra stuff, and when I say extra stuff, meaning like them still having uh videos or whatever of the other party on their page. I think the judge gonna give them a warning, both parties, as far as that's concerned, because we all can see that it's stuff on the pages as far as both of them are concerned. It's not just one-sided, you know. But I do think that the judge will take the custody situation and the denial of visitation more serious, because that's involving the child. That will definitely be taken more serious, y'all. Thank you, my girl Kason, for the super sticker. I appreciate your support. What is he doing, may I ask? Rochelle said, hey, Miss Rochelle. She says, hey, Pocket Chat. He speaks in general on uh Real Father Gang. Like he said, when he speaks on it, people assume he is talking about his situation. And that's why I said that's where it can get confused, y'all, because to actually know is to know. You have to have been following him for years to know that that's his consistent content. Keep in mind, his wife, ex-wife, was in those same skits with him, where they literally, did skits about bitter baby mama, bitter baby daddy. So to say that, he needs to change it up or whatever, when that's been his content for years, is kind of a stretch. He can't help if the shoe fits, or if it's relevant now, or if his ex-wife turned into what they would literally do skits about. He can't help that. He really can't. But one thing about these situations, baby, somebody gonna always make the shoe fit. Okay. They gonna always make that shoe fit, child. Hey, Brittany Tyner. Miss Annette Buckner says, I think RH win will come out on top if he goes in GUNS blazing and spare lie on your feelings, because I think she wants him unalive. Oh Lord. Whew. That was tough. Well, they both be posting hers, so why is it a problem when he does it? That's the crazy part. That's a question that definitely needs to be answered, because it's given very much one-sided and hypocritical. Even if y'all remember, for the longest, before RH even posted Miss Season with the child, which was more recently, um she was posting the baby with Janostrals, and it was using, they were antagonizing him. What's that? Okay. Hold on, y'all. That's my big boy. Okay. My bad, y'all. Let's see. Beautiful B says, remember he's been down this road before. I think he will end up with full custody eventually. And that's another thing I said. Y'all gotta keep in mind that this is the same person who also won full custody of his oldest child, daughter, due to lack of visitation, due to the mom not allowing him to be in his daughter's life because of his new wife at the time. So keep that in mind. And like I said, I know a lot of people, a lot of men who have literally won full custody because of the moms not allowing the fathers to visit with the kids. And guess what? When you go in front of the judge, unless it's medical or it's like immediate or imminent danger or something like that, the judge is not hearing it. They don't want to hear nothing outside of it being medical, or let's say the father has some type of record, or DV history, anything like that. If they don't have nothing like that to where it's like immediate danger towards the child, the judge is not hearing it. There is no excuse as to why the mom should be keeping the father away from the child, especially when it's already court ordered. That's where it gets even better, because this situation is already court ordered. Their visitation is already court ordered, so it's not like they have to go through that process all over again. T says, I think the judge needs to pop a Tylenol before even going over their case, because it's definitely going to give her a headache. Listen, for real. Miss Rochelle says, she not speaking, but her spokesman more is speaking for her. So what is RH doing so wrong? Y'all, I don't see it. Like I said, outside of him posting the cop video, like I said, that can go 50-50, because it is in reference to their custody situation. They're not supposed to be posting stuff like that. That's a fact. But outside of that, I don't get it. I see a lot of people saying, oh, he won't stop talking about his baby mama, he won't leave her alone. But I don't see it. Like I said, I've been following him for years. So he's literally posting the same stuff he's been posting. So hey, it is what it is. If the shoe fit, wear it. If you a bitter baby mama, or if you gotta, this is the thing, in order for you to feel like he's talking about you, you have to consider yourself a bitter baby mama. If you don't consider yourself that, then there should be no issue, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, because only you or other people can make the shoe fit. But if you don't feel like, you know, uh, how somebody's talking, you be like, oh, they ain't got nothing to do with me. That's how she should feel. But maybe she feel like she is bitter. Maybe the truth hurts. It is what it is. So, Miss Lily says they both might be in contempt, but you really can't wait. They both might be in contempt, but you really can't compare parental alienation with talking to ish on the internet. That's a fact. That is a fact, y'all. You got to think about the severity of each slow down, pop. Y'all know I be talking fast. I'm from Louisiana, baby. I'm from that boots. We talk real fast here. But you got to think about the severity of each situation. So that's why I said, y'all, that I don't think that the judge is probably going to give each party a warning, as far as, and this is the first thing, and I've told y'all before, contempt is not a serious situation. It's not as serious as criminal and stuff like that. So I think they both gonna get a slap on the wrist, as far as and when I say slap on the wrist, meaning a warning, like y'all need to chill out. Y'all both need to chill out now. Keep it cutesy. Keep it cutesy. Keep it demure. Okay. Y'all doing a little too much. That's what the judge gonna say. But the visitation will definitely be taken a little more serious. Definitely. Because the judges don't play by them germ, baby. Okay. They don't play. Hey T. Black Panther say Robert reinstate that GAL now. Listen, that's another thing. If they can't get it together, and this is where it gets real thick, real controversial, y'all. Keep in mind that RH was the first one to initiate the GAL in the first place. More often than not, when one parent initiates the GAL, they do it because they feel that, things are not going how they should, or is something going on in the other parent's household that they do not like. If y'all notice, when that GAL was initiated the first time, she got her act together quick. That therapist went bye bye. That therapist went ghost and everything. So that's where it gets real crazy, because you got to be on your P's and Q's when a GAL comes into place. And if they can't get it together, more often than not, that judge is going to make them get a GAL, and they ain't gonna have no choice but to get it together. And if mommy's household is not in order like it should be, because they do them visits like that, baby, and they will speak to that child alone to see what's going on. Somebody gonna be in trouble. Somebody, and if listen, if stuff really going on the way Dawn said it was going on over there, baby, she gonna be in trouble. Okay, listen, she gonna be in trouble. True says BB doesn't have the quantity of receipts like RH. She has emotions that she thinks will weigh in, but nope. That's true. Hey, Miss Nat Nat, my mom is here. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second, right quick, cause she came get some of my food. Yeah, y'all. My mommy came by to get some of that smothered okra, baby. Hey, Miss Tracy. Miss Tracy says, I think RH will benefit more in court. Hey Nana Karen. Cancer 66 says, I agree, Lupac. He does have to be careful on what he says and shares on social media. It just teased me off because this man has been through ish because of Laonia. It's bothersome for a lot, especially the ones who support him and the ones who can see the foolishness and see what's going on. It's a lot of women that's following this story that don't care about his well-being, his livelihood, or the fact of him having a relationship with his child. And it's very much unfortunate because you have to put yourself in those shoes. If it's your child, don't you think your child needs mommy and daddy? And this ain't even us. So imagine that. You got women on the internet that don't want this man to have a relationship with his child. And they ain't got no connection to it. That's when you know it's demonic and crazy. It's no way. I wouldn't even wish for that baby to not have her mama. And I don't even like her character. But I would never wish that on that child because that baby needs both parents. That's where y'all got the game messed up. And that's where it gets sickening because it's a lot of women that follow the wife that don't see no wrong as far as the wife's action, I mean the ex-wife's actions, and it's sad. It's sad because who's putting the child first? Hey, I'm chosen. What's up, my girl? Hey, Precious B. Who else we got came in here? Let me work my way down. Hey, Sid. Rachu says the police video should not have been posted on here. He should have kept that for the courts. I agree. I agree. Let me say I agree 50%. I ain't gonna say, well, I agree, but I feel like I see why he did it. I see why he did it because it had also, you got to keep in mind too, sis, that it got to a point where his supporters was wondering if he was even doing anything because he was so quiet. And this is where it comes in at where you can't please everybody. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just have to make a decision based on your how you feel as a person. You the person that's making the decision. Is it going to hurt you or is it going to help you? Because you can't please everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like it's never going to be a situation where he's going to be able to please all his supporters. Because I'm one of the ones who did appreciate his silence. I did like the fact that he was silent, but I also understand the fact that he's human and it's only so much a person can take. Hold on, y'all. What, Ham? My bad, y'all. Y'all know how y'all niece is, child. She don't give me a rest. Even she don't care if I'm on live or not. If Ham got something she want to say, she coming. Okay. Miss Shalene said the police video. He was right to record it, but I would have kept it for the judge. Um, let's see. Oh yeah, definitely. He definitely it was good. I feel like he should record anything, any and everything involving this situation. Definitely record any and everything. Miss Sheeta to you says trying to show them proof on what she's doing. Shoot, at this point, y'all know what? To keep it a buck, at this point, we already know what she doing. You know what I'm saying? We can see it. We've been in most of us. You know, some people don't care to see it anyways. So I feel like at this point in the saga, it's like you damned if you do, you damned if you don't. You can't satisfy everybody because we've learned throughout this saga that people gonna believe what they want to believe anyways. You know, so it's just crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Um, hold on, y'all. Let's see. Honey says, let's see. He should have not signed the agreement knowing he does content on BM and BD situations or has stipulations on the agreement so BB can't trip him up. And this is the thing too. I agree with that also because I never, when I read it, I was like, why would they? But he didn't. This is the thing. He didn't sign an agreement based on the type of content that he does, which is why he did that video. If y'all notice, he remember when he did that video. I want to say it was before, right before September 1st, and he was like, my content will continue. This is what I have been doing, or whatever, whatever. I think that's why he did that video. But the agree it's not that he signed an agreement stating he won't do content on. And I think even if he go to court and tell the judge and even show the judge that, you know, this is what I've been doing. He can literally show the judge a lineup of his content and I think the judge will be more than okay with that because he can prove that he's been doing content on this situation. Meaning, you know, baby mama, baby daddy situations and bitter baby mamas. He can show, he has proof to show it. So it's not like they can just say, oh, he talking about her when he can prove that, hey, judge, look, I've been doing this for years, even before I got with her. So, you know, let's see. My sister keep texting me. My bad, y'all. It's throwing me off, child. It's always when I'm live. Hey Malibu Genie, Sid says they are both doing this nonsense to one another. Miss Lovely, I do agree that it's getting very much petty, y'all. I think it's getting a little too petty, but I'm not even that part don't really bother me. Like I told y'all before, I'm more so worried about the child that's being affected. That's what I'm worried about. I don't when this stuff like this involving adults, I always try to look at the bigger picture, especially if kids are involved. That's just me personally because I have kids and I know how it can be and I'm very vocal and like I say I speak with my kids a lot about their mental health and stuff like that. So stuff like that is important to me. That's why I don't too much, you know, this is why it's good to have these type of conversations and dialogue just to get different perspectives. But child, listen, let me see. Hold on. Let me go down. Hey, Miss Diggs. Hey, Miss Fila. But y'all keep it cute in the chat, baby, because listen, y'all know we all family at the end of the day. Everybody in here supports RH. Just because y'all might have a difference of opinion doesn't mean that the other person is not looking out for his best interest. So y'all keep it cute. Keep it cute, babies. Keep it cute. But I see it from all aspects at the end of the day. Hey, Lucky Eight, Lady Eight. She says, hey, Lupac and Chat. I think they are both in contempt. And I think there may be some warnings for both, but I think the visitation matters above all the other petty stuff. Okay. And you see, it's I like this conversation because most of y'all are being very much unbiased. So I like that. Y'all speaking for both sides. And that's how it should be. Because we have to be realistic. You know, at the end of the day, you don't want to one thing we say about the other side is they enable the behavior over there. You don't want it to get to the point where we starting to enable RH and it's not helping him. It's actually hurting him, which I don't feel like is nobody that's actually doing that on this side because nobody has a personal relationship with him anyways. But especially in this situation, it's sometimes it's good and it's beneficial to as supporters to say, hey, okay, this not right, or maybe kind of cool down on this because we don't want you to get in no trouble, whatever, whatever. Because you got to keep in mind he's human at the end of the day. Sometimes people crash out. Not saying he is, y'all, because y'all know people like to take stuff and run with it. But I'm just speaking an example. You know, sometimes people crash out after they have been so much has been put on them. And y'all all know for the longest we've been saying, like, bruh, RH is a strong person. Just watching him take so much, take so much, take so much. I knew I would have been broke, child. Listen, that's a lot. That's a lot for one person to endure, especially publicly in front of millions, thousands of people. Okay, that's a lot. That is a lot. So, like I said, nobody should be getting mad at nobody else's opinion because everybody that's in my chat supports RH. Trust me. Um, let's see. All right. Let me go down. Jason said, I just pray God's will be done concerning the baby girl. Exactly. I pray that um it happens the way it's supposed to happen in the best interest of the child. That's all we can pray for. That's really all we can pray for, y'all. Thank you, Black Panther, for the super chat. She says, Robert, get that GAL back reinstated ASAP. Pac, love you. I love you more, my girl. And I agree. I think that I honestly feel like, y'all, if RH would have kept that GAL, he probably would have full custody of his baby. I really do believe that. And that's based on a lot of back end and front end information. I really do believe if that GAL would have still been in play, and if you've been in the saga for a while now, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Keep in mind, like I said, keep in mind all the things that Dawn said and stuff that others have said. I really do believe that if that GAL would have still been in play, he probably would have full custody of his baby. So thank you, Raw True. Thank you. Love you, y'all. Just chill, baby. Just chill for Pac. Okay. Listen. He do see it. He do. He do. See, say Lupac, he throw his shots. He definitely do. He at this point, he ain't playing with him. I feel like he listen, we seeing a whole different RH at this point. He done had enough of these people. Hey Virgo Goddess. Hey Tamika Williams. Oh, I ain't miss nobody. Um, let's see. Nina Ben says, we won today from a bitter baby mama in Atlanta after 7 years struggle. God is good. Okay, that's good. That's a long time to be going through something. Most people would have then gave up. That's when you know somebody really care about their child. To go through years of the foolishness, baby, you love your child, okay? Because most men gonna say F you and them kids. Ain't too many men that's gonna go that far. Child, listen. Hey, Miss Patricia Jefferson. Let's say I want some beignets. That sound good. Some beignets. I had made some. I had catered to I think it was a brunch for a real estate agent. That was a while back, and she ordered some beignets, so I had to make a lot of them things. Hey, Latte, what's up, my girl? She says she deflecting what was put into the order, shaking my head, mutual. Yep, yep. And keep in mind, y'all, this is another thing I think people don't understand. Even though she's the primary custodial parent, they have joint legal custody. Keep that in mind. Just because he gets the baby first, third, and fifth weekend of every month, if there is a fifth weekend, That does not take away from the fact that the custody is joint. That is definitely in their order. So you got to keep that in mind. It's a whole different ball game from just dealing with a baby mama and y'all ain't got no papers attached. Hey, Nikki Bowman, she said, that's what I said, Lupac. And Miss Sean chat, that I haven't seen what everybody else is seeing that he's doing. He's been doing that type of content. And I said, oh, well, if the shoe fits, lace that up. I think it's more so um that him releasing that cop video, y'all. I think that pretty much sums it up. Hey, Teresa Yancey. I think that pretty much sums it up because, like, it, I feel like it's 50-50 when it comes to that. Because if you're familiar with the decree, then you know that he could be held in contempt for that. So maybe he was willing to take his lick behind it just to show his supporters that, hey, y'all, this is what's going on. Hey, Healing Hearts, what's up, my girl? Nita said she was trying to make him jealous over DW, his oldest. She has done the most. It's on video when she took her out of town with, yup, and she was, y'all remember, Dawn released that audio of her laughing like a witch lady at the fact that of how RH was gonna be reacting to Janash's being around both of his daughters. That's crazy. Let's see. Let me go down. Miss Marlena said parental alienation is nothing to play with. She gonna learn a hard lesson. Yep. Especially if she keep moving like this. Because I've seen a lot of court cases online where these mothers be thinking that they have some type of advantage just because they're the mother. You don't. You really don't. And this is why I always advise anybody to keep these people out of your life, child. But you know what? It's a stipulation to that also, because even if you keep these people out your life, if you have a father who is a real father and he want to see his child, baby, he gonna bring you to court. Okay, he gonna bring you to court. So you just gotta be careful. Stop having kids for the wrong reasons and not the right reasons. That's crazy. That is crazy. Sis said that woman is in her feelings over John Boy. That is why she's making it so hard. I think so too. And I've been saying that since the beginning. If y'all remember, I've been saying that she's literally making RH suffer because of the lack thereof of a relationship with Himzel, and the fact that it's a karmic relationship. She feels like everything that she's going through is because it didn't work out with her husband. That's what it's given to me. And some women move like that. Let's say she ain't even look like the kids was prepared, and she had on a swimsuit that most it could fit. Child, I didn't even see that video, y'all. Micheline said the judge just may order GAL, allowing us alienating that child from RH. It's very much possible if they can't get it together. I honestly think, and you know what'll make it closer to even getting a GAL if they once they go to court, is the fact that RH actually ordered one, but they canceled it. You know, they stopped it from going into play. So the judge might say, hey, you know what? But I don't think it's is to the point yet where the judge is gonna be like, Because if y'all remember, shout out to Miss Sean, she played a video. I want to say maybe yesterday, where they reviewed the contempt hearing with that mom and that dad in California, but they had been to court multiple times already. And that's when the judge say, you know what? Now y'all ain't got no choice but to pay for a GAL. So it was a few times though. So this will be their first contempt hearing. Unless either party enforces it, I don't think the judge is going to push it into play right now. Now, if they go back to court again for contempt because she's withholding visitation or whatever involving the child, then I think the judge will start considering adding the GAL. Real YouTube T said baby girl needs her daddy, especially in this world we live in. That's a fact. Hey, Salitas Parties Club. Miss Rochelle says, I'm not reading it. Thank you, Miss Rochelle, for that cash up. I appreciate your support. And y'all, please don't argue. Please don't, y'all. It's not that serious. Let's not be like them people over there. Okay, listen, we grown over here, baby. We can agree to disagree. I love you all, y'all. Let's keep it cute, cutesy pootsy, okay? But thank you again for that cash out, my girl. I appreciate your support. Hey, Shamise. Hey, Defiance. Defiance says he needs to stop trying to save face with BB because this is why she keeps pulling this childish stuff. I don't think it's more so him trying to save face, y'all. I don't think that's what it is at this point. I think at one point it was because when you dealing with two different type of personalities and two different types of compassion, this is what happens. His personality and hers is totally different. I don't think he's as evil spirited as her. So that's probably why it took a little longer to get to this point. But I do think at this point he's that all anything, any hopes of him not moving forward as far as pressing charge, whatever, I think that's out the door. Okay. She didn't did too much. I really think he didn't put his foot down. And that's why he's doing what he's doing now. Hey April, it's been a long day. How y'all doing? We are doing good, my girl. Hey, hanging with Miss D. Let me see. Let me work my way down in these comments. Hey, Miss Renee Howard. Let's see. Uh, hold on, y'all, my sister. I'm trying to see something. Okay, let's see. Yes, so glad I caught you early tonight. Christina say whatever little love he had, she destroyed it because at first they could have worked it out until she turned into that lady off of acrimony. Listen, not acrimony, child, but I do feel like they could have, y'all. I think about it, and this is for the ones in the back. Okay, this is how you know RH is not the problem. Remember early on in the saga, before Janostrils got into the picture, RH and Bree were co-parenting. He was even still involved with the other kids. It was not until Janostrils got into the picture that she cut off all contact. Keep that in mind. RH was present for two of the kids' parties. He sent gifts. He picked up the oldest son to get tennis shoes. They were living in totally different homes. So you gotta keep that in mind. Something definitely happened, Janostrils, that stopped her from allowing interaction, and it just and not just that, it's just the fact that she wanted to push a certain narrative on social media that she wasn't pushing behind the scenes. Hence why he dropped the video pulling up at his house, the video from the doorbell camera with her and baby girl pulling up. That was around the time she was saying that she was in fear for her life involving him, which we knew that wasn't true because next thing you know, he dropped that video and she didn't look scared at all. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Um, let's see. My bad, y'all. Okay, let's say I believe. Hey, discussion, but I don't know if I even spoke to you. Okay, let's say I believe he tries to give her a warning, but she doesn't have sense catch on. And this, like I said, y'all, I feel like this is one of those situations where you got to know when to stop poking the bear, because not everybody is going to keep letting you slide chance after chance. Sometimes you have to take them being nice as a sign to let go. Don't bully them into fighting back, right? Sometimes you got to say, "Hey, that person ain't doing nothing. They're not responding, so I'm going to leave them alone." But hey, people don't know when to stop. People take advantage of a person's quietness and just keep pushing. Sid say, Lupac, why can't I minimize your live? It will not stay up lately. I have to get off just to do anything. I don't know. At first, they said it was the music. So if you can't minimize this one, I have no clue because I haven't been playing the music. I played it the other day, but that was it. Hey, Miss Simone. Uh, wait, who said it? Oh, thank you, Miss Nina Ben, for the thank you for the cash app. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. That was very, very generous. Shout out to you. Um, April said, "Oh, you talking to Latae?" Gemini Rising say he has freedom of speech. That's true, y'all. That's true, but we don't want it to be where he get himself in trouble, because like I said, as humans, sometimes you can crash out when too much pressure or too much stress is on you. Which I don't think that's the case. I feel like RH is very strategic because he's been on social media for a long time. But it's the what makes the difference now is the fact that his livelihood could be affected, because let's say they can't get it together on social media, and they keep filing contempts against each other, and the judge say, well, you know what, shut y'all platforms down, y'all can't get it together, because a judge does have the power to do that, right? So that's what makes it crazy, because we know that this is RH's livelihood. um, Geraldine, exactly, Late, his job is social media. So people got to consider that also. And that's why I'm kind of 50-50 with my opinion on this situation in particular, y'all, because what's put out on social media about him and his character affects his livelihood. Because if people look at you as transparent, they look at your character as genuine, whatever, whatever. So they want to see certain things from you. But if a person on this other end who has pretty much the same stance as you as far as followers, and they putting out negativity about you, that can influence slash affect your livelihood in a negative light. It can bring down his money, so I could see why he responds to certain things. That's why I say, y'all, keep that in mind also, because think about it, if we was talking about people who had different jobs, they didn't depend on social media as their primary incomes, this would be a totally different situation. We wouldn't have these type of responses on social media, because they wouldn't care, because it wouldn't be their primary source of income. So it makes all the difference. Makes all the difference, y'all. Miss Lily says, from going to the hospital to taking spontaneous trips to Florida, she will do anything to keep him from getting his baby. I don't think the judge will accept any of her excuses. I don't think she will either. It has to be something that affects the child. Because keep in mind, granted, medical is a good reason, a good excuse, but that doesn't involve the child. The child was still being left with somebody. She could have made arrangements for her dad to pick her up, whether it be from her house or whoever she left the child with. She could have got them to meet him. It's ways around, where he could still get his child and get his time in. At some point, the judge will start seeing it as, okay, now you trying to find reasons not to allow this man to see his child. So it ain't gonna always work. Even if she's saying, okay, judge, I was in the hospital, the judge could easily say, well, who kept the kids while you were there? You know, you couldn't have made arrangements for where you picked up by ambulance. Not ambulance. I do know how to pronounce ambulance, you guys, but y'all know ambulance is funnier. But the judge could kind of go into detail as far as the emergency of the situation to see if it was time to get him his child. Hey, Rakita, it's very petty, and that baby is the one affected. Exactly, and that's what makes this situation so sad, y'all. Hey, Miss Sabrina. Miss Rochelle says, so he ain't seen his baby in 3 weeks. The 6th she was in the hospital. The 13th, she never responded. And this past weekend, she allegedly in Florida. Yep, that's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. And what's crazy is, uh, what was I gonna say, child? Let me read this next comment. Miss Sabrina said, Lupac, add on blame. Robert, I would definitely use my First Amendment rights. It's so important that he stay focused. Yep, that's true. That's true, y'all. Oh, what I was gonna say is what's important to remember is keep in mind what the officer did say in that video that RH posted, y'all. Keep that in mind. if she has other reasons, like this troll in particular that came in my comments trying to tell me that she's withholding the child because she feel like there's a RH is a threat due to harassment. If that's her reasoning for withholding the child, she didn't give that reason to the cop. So when they go to court, all RH has to do is show that report that he filed, and you best believe what she told the officer is going to be on that report. So that's not gonna fly in court. Harassment ain't gonna fly in court, baby. Especially if that's not the reason that you gave the police officer. She told the cop that it wasn't his weekend. Keep that in mind. So, yep, we got to go off the facts, baby. Hey, Lovelace Tay. Yeah, if I was him, I would have been chased out. A lot of men would have. That should tell you that this man wants to be a father. Let's see. Why did Christine say why did he get rid of the GAL anyway? Who was advising him? Now he sees he needs that GAL. Probably his lawyer. Because if I'm not mistaken, shout out to Miss Sean. She said something about what did she say? Miss Sean said something about she don't believe that his lawyer gave him great counsel, like great advice or whatever. Didn't advise him like she should have, and really went over the divorce decree and stuff with him. So, hey, Miss Elena. Agreed, Pac. If the GAL would have remained in play, Robert would have had his child, and that's facts. I really do believe that, y'all. Based on my knowledge and the stuff that I found out and that I know, I really do believe if he would have kept that GAL, he would have he I think he would have full custody, to be honest. Nikki says, I don't see no judge in the USA telling him he has to stop doing his content. He doesn't mention her directly at all or really speak on their situation in specific. Um yes, the video I can say probably. Tweety Favor says she has to run out of shenanigans at some point, but it's scary because of how far will she go? Probably already cooking up her next stunt. I just pray RH and baby girl continues to hold on. He ain't giving up on that baby. Hey, child of God, she says Janash was over there with some pretty girls, wonder how she feeling. Ooh, listen, y'all. Listen, she say she's in love. Okay. Hey, Aisha. Hey, Anomaly. She say she in love, y'all. So how that song go? It was something she said. Let me see. Somebody sent it to me. Hold on. Let's see, y'all. She said, where is it? Oh, Moo. May I love you. You're my everything. Love me some him. That's what she said. That's what she said, Joel. Hey, Miss Diggs. Oh, you heard him? Little bad self. April says, and I know people think Ja paid her a visit before he went to LA because her mood shifted and she appeared happy. I don't think he paid her a visit. I think she got paid by Facebook last week. Thank you, child of God, for the super chat. She says Janasho's entertaining some pretty girls. He definitely doing something over there, y'all. He doing something. Cause I was like, when I heard that video, somebody sent me a little video clip where um the guy that was in the back seat was and Janashos was driving, Drew Sadora was in the passenger seat, and they had a guy in the back seat, and he was like, Drew, what you gonna do with him? What you gonna do with with Janelle? What you gonna do with him? I said, what she gonna do with him? What you mean? What she gonna do with him? Like that's her man. I said, oh Lord, okay. What they got going on, child? Black Panther say Robert not speaking out. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. Robert, I appreciate it when you were silent. Uh if I were you, do it again. I think at this point, yeah, just until they get their situation straight as far as the court situation, y'all. Until that's straightened out. I wouldn't post nothing else that could get him in contempt. Let me say that. Feel free to do your content how you've been doing your content because you have proof to actually prove that that's how you've been rocking on social media. But anything that can get him in trouble, get him held in contempt, I wouldn't post it. I feel like at this point, his point is definitely proven. Hey, Aisha Howard, she said, hey, Lupac chat. Not only is going to jail, that judge is not going to play with her, and she mad. LaTruth had her locked up. LaTruth will have his daughter soon. I don't think she's gonna go to jail this go round. I think they're gonna get a warning, but I do feel like if she keeps it up, she will. If she keep allowing that bitterness to lead her, she will. She gonna end up losing her child to RH. That's what I believe. If she keeps allowing that bitterness to move her, she's gonna end up losing her um primary custody status. Nikki says I only had several strikes against her already. Her dad is a convicted pedo. There's proof of bruising her and the kids, almost hitting her, and Momo with the car. She's keeping him away. Ooh, child. YouTube T says not they can't get it together. She can't. He's at the pickup. That's true. That's true. But you know, when people say they, just like when I say they, not meaning exactly him, because we all know what the situation is, y'all. But you still have to say they, meaning the situation as a whole. We know who the problem is. Okay, we know who the problem is, baby. April said also Brie was there getting definitely in her feelings this weekend. Her facial expressions look like she was sucking on lemons. You so petty. Not lemons, child. Her new name is Easter Egg because he's having to hide that he's dealing with her. It was the first baby daddy gave the blessing. How she said that, y'all? The first baby daddy gave the blessing for that person to be around the kids. I was like, that person, you can't even say your man name publicly no more. That's when you know you really done messed up. When you can't say your man name publicly, it's a problem there. Okay, it's some issues, y'all. Vivi said, "Hey, Lupac, does the order state that she was supposed to let him know when she's taking the baby out of state?" I was confused after I listened to Sean's live today. I don't know. I don't remember. I have to, because I don't have the whole order, y'all. I only have pieces of the order. But one thing I can say, if you Google it, it does say that. Hold on. Let me because I want to quote it verbatim. Let me see. Give me a second. Let's see. It on the bed. It does say, because I Google, if parents have joint legal custody, do they have to tell each other if they're taking the child out of state or out of the country? And it says yes, parents with joint custody, because they have joint custody, generally need to tell each other if they're taking the child out of state or out of the country. And it says out of state travel, parents with joint custody can usually take their child out of state without the other parent's consent, as long as their custody order doesn't prohibit it. However, it's recommended to have a written agreement with the other parent, which can help if there's conflict. If there's a conflict in the future, the agreement should include details like the trip's contact and emergency information, flight and accommodation details. International travel, which means, out of the country, parents with joint custody need the other parent's consent for international travel, even if they're the custodial parent. The letter of consent should be notarized and in English. If the child is traveling with a guardian or alone, both parents should sign the letter. So that pretty much means, y'all, that if let's say she's taking a baby to Jamaica, she would need RH to sign off on it because she's going out of the country. But it kind of gets tricky with the out of state travel because it depends on their custody agreement. I don't know, and I would have to look over the decree to see if that's in their order. So but it did say that, you pretty much need to say something. But like I said, I'll look over it. I'll find it when I go live tomorrow. I'll let y'all know what it says or whatever. But did Miss Shawn talk about it on her live? Somebody know? I see you said Vivi say you was confused. Did she speak on it? Did she because I didn't get a chance to watch her live yet. Did she show did she show the order or if it said that? Because based on what Google is saying, that it depends on what they put in their order. They might say, one or the other parent has to tell when the other one goes out of the state or whatever. They have to get permission. So I guess it just depends. With the out of state, it depends on the order, and with out of the country, it's a definite. So he's going to ask for a GL because she's trying to turn his daughter. Oh, he is going to ask for the GL. Well, that's good. That's a good thing. Miss Nina say yes, ma'am. Thank you again for that very generous cash out, Miss Nina. I appreciate you. I've never seen you in here before, so you must be a new supporter. Welcome to my channel, and thank you again. Latae say, imagine if child support was suspended and repayment is asked for the missed visit, put a dollar amount on those violations as well. That would be something. That would definitely be something, y'all. That would be crazy. Okay. Real YouTube sis say they're gonna get a JL now because he said the mom is feeding the child bad things about the daddy. The child abused. They have to have a GL to interview and check on a child. Listen, and one thing about those GALs, I don't know how close they are in like therapy, whatever, but that when they interview the child, most more often than not, they'll be able to tell if that child is being coached. They're gonna definitely interview that child by themselves. So the mother can't have or father can't have no type of influence over the conversation. But with a child that age, you can tell if a child was being coached because they know the type of questions to ask to trip up the child without, making it so obvious. So it's about to get real interesting. If he did say on his live that he's gonna bring a GAL into the situation, it's gonna get real interesting, y'all. Real interesting. Let me go down, but I'm about to get up off of here, y'all. We about to get up in their bed. I gotta get in the shower. Hey, Valena's live. Thank you, Rebecca, for the super sticker. Like I said, I did go live earlier, y'all. So, um, if y'all want to watch that live, because we talked about a lot of stuff. Just sent you a love give. Lupac, love your broadcast. Thank you again, Miss Nina, and shout out to everybody who sent me a super chat, super sticker. I really appreciate it. This one I can minimize. Okay, let's say, hey, Miss Tina Bethley. Hey, Tamasha. I hope I said that right. Hey, Sugar Pop. Christina said he got his mom, his dad by his side. Long you don't have a leg to stand on. It's gonna get real interesting, y'all. If I gotta go watch that live though, because I didn't know he said he was gonna get the GAL. That's a totally different ball game. So it's gonna get real interesting. But y'all, I gotta get up off of here. Because my baby gotta get up at 3 something in the morning. So we go to bed early, okay? But I will definitely be back live tomorrow morning, y'all. Like I said, I was only supposed to be on here an hour. But I'll be back live tomorrow morning with you guys. Well, I'm gonna say afternoon. I can't promise morning because sometimes I be sleeping in, okay? I be tired. I be tired, baby. But hold on. My sister texted me. Okay. Yeah, y'all. I'll be back tomorrow and we'll do a part 2. We'll continue this conversation tomorrow afternoon. I'll put the thumbnail up so y'all can see what time. I have been going live every day trying to catch up because I've been slipping this month, child. Slipping with my content because I'll be busy. But I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for the blessings, the support. Please hit that like button on y'all way out. I think Pay Me the Beef, which is Amber, is live, y'all. So y'all go make sure y'all go support Amber and her content. And see you guys in the morning. Y'all have a blessed night.